Okay, so I basically bought this smartwatch. It's a V8. Basically, I'm gonna show you the box again. I had a 5-minute introduction of basically rattling off about how it's a smartwatch for somebody that's pretty much doesn't want all the zooms and whams of the expensive watches. It is a very basic smartwatch. It does have a lot of applications on here. You basically want to keep the cable because the cable will fit inside the USB port. That's the microphone there, the speakers right there. There is no heart rate monitor functionality to this particular device. It does have a step meter thing and all that. I'll get into that here in a minute. But one of the first things you want to do if you purchase, if anybody buys one, you want to go into the phone and you go to quick reference and it brings up a QR code. And then that QR code, basically you scan that QR code and then it takes you to a website. And you download the software. I didn't have any luck with it. I didn't really spend too much time trying to diagnose the thing. Regardless of that, though, the bottom button here is basically like a back button, and the top one is like an enter button or a home button. So then also, you go into the settings, and you got the profile, watch settings, security settings. I don't really like the navigation style. I mean, it is a small screen. So basically, you do have to download some of the software for this watch to kind of get a little bit of the features if you're not going to use it for the GSM, the network. Because inside here there is a 2G, 3G transmitter receiver. There is I think I said it, the microphone's right there next to the USB port. And then on the other screens you got the call log down here, dialer, messenger, phone book. You can make phone calls and receive phone calls with this particular device, if you were to Bluetooth synchronize the phone. So it does have Facebook and Twitter. Those, I'm pretty sure there is workarounds and stuff. If I find a way, I'll make a video in the future. But it does have the browser too. The browser doesn't really work. I'm pretty sure it relies on the internal hardware to render the information. There's also WhatsApp, the world clock, file manager. Now, in order for you to actually use the so I keep scrolling too fast. So it's got a little reminder thing functionality. It does have a sleep monitor. You do have to actually go into the application and click start to monitor your sleep. And then same with the steps. And then it gives you, some sort of potential information on calories burned and whatnot. It does have a stopwatch, calendar, calculator, and alarm clock. Now the camera is pretty nice. You can open up the camera on the watch thing, and it's got a pretty good camera. And in order for you to actually take pictures with this particular device, you do need to insert a SIM chip for additional memory, because I guess there isn't enough for the storage inside the device. I wouldn't recommend putting any bigger than like a 4 gigabyte or an 8 gigabyte chip, because the camera size, it takes like 32 kilobytes or something really small of a picture. So you can also play music on here, and all that good stuff. So I think that's pretty much it. So it's really doesn't have like all the smartwatch